to love? What do we do to love? What do we do to love? When everything's said and done.
Welcome back. Today is Monday the 1st of June and it's a very special day because the 1st of June is Remmi's birthday. He is 12 today, which is crazy because I first met him as a 5-6-year-old, a late 5-6-year-old. So where the last 6 years have gone, I just don't know. They have literally flown by. But then on the other hand, it feels like he's kind of been around forever. Either way, he's part of the family now and I cannot imagine my life without him. So I thought before we got started with the main event, obviously this vlog, I thought I would take you on a little trip down memory lane where you can see what we've been up to over the past 6 years. I'll show you some of our highs, probably some of our lows, but yeah, I will take you right back to where it all began. Okay, let's start at the beginning. The first time I ever rode Remmi was actually at competition. Here we are in a working performance class. I think I'd popped him once over the warm-up jump and then in we went. It's needless to say, it was a bit like the blind leading the blind. He hadn't done much jumping before and I'm by no means a pro jumper. Watching this back just makes me think, gosh, how much we've both improved. So the idea behind me riding him at this show was actually as a practice run before we attempted some workers' classes up at Equifest. I'm growling away, but absolutely no chance. It's so funny watching this back. Oh, memories. Hindsight is always a wonderful thing, but it probably would have been useful to actually pop him over a few rustic fences at home before we entered a workers' competition. But hey ho, nothing like being thrown in at the deep end. Absolutely no chance. At the time, I had another horse, so there was no way I ever thought anything would ever come from this. I was literally just helping someone out and riding their horse in a class. But my horse ended up going lame, and fast forward a few months, I found myself being offered the opportunity to ride a very plucky little cob called Remmi a few times a week. Chance to compete him in some workers was still there, so we worked hard on our jumping. Bless him, he's so exuberant and he tried so hard to get everything right. If you're not keen on anything graphic, you might just want to flick the next few seconds because we had a little bit of a nasty incident here. I shall slow it down and explain. The approach was actually good. It's just on takeoff, he clipped the pole with his legs and it ended up getting caught between his front legs, hence why he came down on his face. Thankfully, he didn't land on me and after some physio, he was back to normal in no time. I, however, am now still petrified of cross poles. I think the biggest thing people are always surprised to learn is the fact that I don't actually own Remmi. He still belongs to a very lovely, a very kind lady called Kelly who has let me do some amazing things on him. We've affiliated at dressage. This clip was from the area festivals. I think we came either 6th or 7th that day. I was so pleased with him and he was very excited because you don't actually get to do a lap of honour very often in dressage, just at championships. So look at him, he's super happy. Me too. Over the years we've done so much together.
Still, Sophie and she'll be back for the dressage to music.
This is one of my favourite moments from the Chaps Championships. And then we decided to mix things up and take the jumping a bit more seriously. So we did lots of show jumping to start off with, which we loved, woohoo! And then we decided to take things up a notch and try some cross country. Obviously, things haven't always been smooth sailing, but we'll save that story for another day. I couldn't do a little run through our timeline together and not take you back to September 2018 when Remmi and I were lucky enough to be chosen as one of the final 8 for Horse and Country TV's Omega Equine All-Star Academy. Oh gosh, it was so much fun. This is just from a little video I popped together of some of the memories that we shared with the fantastic people that we met. It was exhausting, it was exhilarating, we were pushed way out of our comfort zone, but if I was ever given the opportunity to take part in something like this again, I would 100% jump at the chance. It was an experience of a lifetime, and one I will never forget. And we're back to present day, the 1st of June. Hopefully you enjoyed that little snippet, that condensed version of my life with Remmi. But now, what are we up to today? Well, today we are going on a special birthday outing. It's actually not a special birthday outing. It just so happened to coincide with his birthday, but I've booked us to head off for some arena hire at a local arena where we can do some jumping. We have got the option to jump at home, but if we do it in the arena, it's fairly small, and setting up a course, well, it's a small course if we set one up. We have got a jumping paddock which we can use, but the ground is just so hard at the moment. We've not had any rain here, like the rest of the UK, I imagine, for the best part of maybe 9 weeks. It's kind of this entire lockdown period. I think there was one day where it threw it down, but other than that, it's literally been bone dry. So the field is bone dry and definitely not suitable for jumping on at the moment. So we're off out. I always find it beneficial to head out anyway. It's nice to take them to different places, and it's fun, isn't it? It's a little bit exciting going out in the lorry or the trailer. So yeah, that's what we're going to get up to today. I need to go and catch him. I do want to give him a little tart up because he's looking rather scruffy, and if you're anything like me, I'm the kind of girl that doesn't even like to go for a hack with them looking scruffy, let alone taking them to another venue. So let's get to it. It is another beautiful day. It is blue skies, the sun is shining, it's nice and hot. I think it's 25 degrees Celsius. Thankfully there is a bit of a breeze. Otherwise I think poor Rem might cook, but we did clip him the other day. He's had his summer clip, so fingers crossed he won't get too hot. It's one of the reasons why I'm going to give him a bath now. I thought it might be nice to kind of cool him down, and then he can dry off in the shade in the barn. And hopefully he won't be feeling the effects of the heat too much. There he is, the birthday boy. Happy birthday, Rem. Rem, it's your birthday. Yeah, you're 12 today. Oh, happy birthday, boy. Yeah. Maybe. Judging by the look on his face, I think he'd rather stay and eat grass. Come on, mate. We are going somewhere exciting. I can assure you that. You'll be pleased when you find out where we're going. If only I could just tell you, or you understood English. Here he is, sporting his new summer clip. Excuse the lines. I didn't actually bath him straight before his clip, which obviously is a big no-no. But I must just get you to appreciate the leg blending that's going on. So we've clipped right down to his knees, and as you can see, there is no harsh line. I'm not too worried about the clipping lines. They'll grow out by the time we actually get to go out anywhere. But it's just a case of taking it all off for him. Rem suffers pretty badly with the heat. He hates getting too hot, so that's one of the reasons why we take it all off, because even though he grows a summer coat, it's a very thick, dense summer coat. Today's soap of choice is actually, it's a new product. It is from Honest Riders. It is from their brand new Honest Horse range, and this is one of their shampoo bars. It is their Ultra Shine Horse Shampoo Bar with argan oil, lime, bergamot and cedarwood. And it is all of these things. No nasties, vegan, cruelty-free, palm oil-free. It's made in England and it's 100% biodegradable, including the string that it's attached to, and then also the little bag that you can buy to go with it. So you pop the shampoo inside the bag, if you prefer, and then you scrub them with this. I have given him a quick bath with the shampoo bar before, but that was just on his body because I was so keen to use it. But today is the day that I'm going to try it out on all his hair. and his feather. So let's see how it fares. I am familiar with the concept of a shampoo bar. I actually use it on my own hair. Well, not this one, I use the human version. So yeah, I am familiar with the idea of a shampoo bar, but I have never seen one that is suitable for horses. First impressions of this is I enjoy it. If you watched my bathing vlog on how to get your whites white, then you will know the number one thing I look for in a shampoo is that it must foam up. And when I say foam up, not just a little bit, it needs to foam up like you've got a racehorse and you've been galloping it on a sweaty day. So yeah, a lot of foam, and this one does that. Recently sent one of these, which is a Like It Cool for pets, and it's a drying towel. Now I was keen to try this predominantly for winter time and for getting his feather dry and his body when he's not being clipped. I thought it would take the edge off by giving it a dry with this first before we go in with the hairdryer, just kind of getting the worst off it. But there's loads of like uses. You can use it on dogs as well too, but it also says removing mud, sand or sweat, or simply using it after bathing your pet. It is supposedly quick drying, up to 5 times faster. No damp pet smell. Not that you really get that with horses, but I guess that's more applicable to dogs. It's pet hair resistant, it shakes off and doesn't get embedded into the fabric. That's always handy. No one likes rubbing pet hair into themselves. It's super absorbent. It holds 2 times its weight in water. It's lightweight and compact. You can pop it in this handy little bag. And it is sustainable. It is made from recyclable water bottles, which is kind of what caught my eye, because I'm personally try and make as much effort as possible to be as sustainable as I can. Obviously, can't do it in every area, but if you can make a difference and buy something that is sustainable over something that isn't, then that is a good thing in my eyes. So hopefully you'll be able to see the difference. This is the one that I haven't dried, that is still dripping. And then this is the feather that I have dried. So it's obviously not completely dry, but it's taken the worst of it. And I think for the purpose that I want to use it in the winter, so they're not standing around with freezing cold legs, I think it'll be brilliant. That is not bad. Not bad at all. Once you have finished with the shampoo, I would take it out of the bag, let the bag hang dry, and then also let the shampoo hang dry too, and then it'll be ready to use for next time. All done and looking much cleaner, aren't you, Rem? Your dapples are coming through.
Let's get some sun, baby, it's time to go. All we need to put on is the radio. I can feel the heat is rising, and that beat is hypnotizing. Oh, no, we run the show. Let's get loud.
Braids all done and looking super smart, eh, Ram Ram? I always ride him. In fact, he always has braids 24/7. He keeps his hair out of his way, it keeps him cooler, and it's much easier when it comes to riding them because you're not dealing with all that in your face. Pony's all good to go, aren't you, Rem? Yeah? Looking super smart. I just need to get myself dressed and then we can head on the road. There we are, looking a little bit more like I'm ready to ride a pony. Also just grabbed him some polos because birthday boy needs those.
Let's hit the club, time to make a move. We got it late, ain't got nothing to prove. I can feel the heat is rising, and that beat is hypnotizing. Oh, no, we run the show. Let's get loud and come on, lose control. Get to live or we get to own. Come on, shine a little tonight. Let's get loud and come on, lose control.
Where have we come to today? Eh? You excited for an outing? So I'm going to rub my head on that hay net, not on me. So we have come to, where have we come to, Rem? Coombelands, which is one of our favourite places. It's only, how far is it away? 20 minutes? 25 minutes? Down the road? So it's a pretty handy facility to have nearby. They've got a cross-country course here, which is brilliant. We're not doing cross-country today. We are going in the show jumping arena because personally I think the ground is a little bit too hard here. Not here, just in general. So show jumping it is. Aims for today would to ideally pop him round a course, something that we aren't necessarily able to do at home. Just see how he's feeling really, out and about again, because obviously, like for everyone, it's been a while. We are trialling out a new saddle at the moment. So this will be our first jump in it today. See how you like it. See whether we want to buy it. It's always so nice to come up schooling here. Look at the view. How is that for a view? So nice, isn't it, Rem? And as expected, there is such a nice breeze up here, which should make schooling, when it's 25 degrees, a little bit more bearable. I think Kelly's overconfident in our abilities. That looks huge. Huge! I just won't look at that one. Close my eyes. Okay, it's show jumping time, and obviously we are kicking things off with a warm-up. I had actually warmed him up a fair bit prior to this clip being filmed, but we just work on suppleness, getting him bending. I generally tend to use the fences as kind of little obstacles to bend round. Then it's up into canter. I don't ask for anything too much. Again, it's all about suppleness, keeping him in front of my leg. I do lots of on and back too. Moving on to the second stage of our warm-up, and that is over a fence. You will notice that I've got an upright, not a cross-pole fear, if you remember. That was just a little stifled going into that. So second time round, I just wanted to get him a little bit more in front of my leg. A bit more of a lighter seat. And I think he's gone on a long one. Actually, that was the perfect stride. So that is something we need to work on. One of the things I've been working with him over the past few months is just to try and get him to take off on a more forward stride. Remy feels a lot more comfortable and a lot more happier if he chips in. So I was very pleased with us going through this double, nicely there and there, whereas normally he would have squeezed two in and then pick him up over the upright. Good boy. Again, we're working on that over this next related distance, so over an oxa. Pick him straight back up and forward, forward, forward to the upright. Really pleased with that. Good boy. I let the canter die here slightly, but I do pick it up around this corner. And now we are approaching an oxer. I'm just trying to keep really still in my body, drive with my legs, not my body. But I do revert to old habits when he backs off slightly.
I didn't realise you were doing that one as well.
Warm up complete, and now it's time for a little course. So over and upright, and now we're heading back round to that fence where he backed off slightly. So again, keeping still in my body, driving with my legs, and that was really sweet. Pick him straight up. And over that, again, we met that beautifully. I'm so pleased with just how forward he is and how keen he is to jump off that forward stride. Back into the double. Again, perfect. Oh, I'm so chuffed with him. Good boy. That was just so nicely through there. Next is a 2-strided double. Will he do it in 2 strides? Bit of a growl going in. Pick him up. Good boy. I'm really trying not to just collapse in a heap on his neck and actually use our getaway stride as a useful one. Good boy, that was nice. I'm pleased as well, if I'm allowed to shout about myself, how still my upper body is being. That makes a change. Slight big jump there, but pick him straight back up again. Chipped one in, but I think out of our whole session that was the only time he chipped one in. Just going to ride that line once more. Just to end it on a good note. Good boy. Pick him straight back up. Sit tall. Legs on. Perfect. Absolutely thrilled. Good boy. Big pats. Keep this nice forward canter round to our final fence, which is fairly wide. Oxer, it's small, but it's wide. Sit tall. Sit still. Legs on. Good boy. Well done. As you'll be able to tell by my breathing, both of us worked exceptionally hard then. I'm so pleased with Remy. He jumped superbly, considering I think the last time we jumped a course, well, away from home. In fact, we haven't even jumped on a home, was back in December, was it? December. So really chuffed to bits with him. A few sticky moments, but overall, on the whole, really, really pleased. We kept it nice and simple, just to give us both a confidence-giving run. We've literally done half an hour out of our hour's allotted time, but that is all he needs at this stage. There's no point hammering around just for the sake of hammering. I achieved all I wanted to achieve within that time slot. So yeah, super pleased. Just going to call him off now because he is a puffin', aren't you, Rem? And then give him a nice cool off with some water back at the trailer. Good boy, Rem. Really pleased with you, mate. Such a little superstar. Yes, you are. I think you enjoyed that too. He's pooped now. There's one tired gob. You pooped? Come on then. Not going anywhere. Oh, pop it. I haven't worked that hard. Well, you have. You have been working hard. Haven't you? Save me. So, it's got to feel nice. So, there's a little bit of chilly. Yeah.
I love the fact you move it near him, he moves his head higher.
Do you want some polos though? We'll always have polos. I can't get in the pocket. Oh, thanks.
Is he going to eat you?
That's what you want, isn't it? What I'd love you to do is have a drink. No. Let's try the apple juice trick. There you go. Have some more later. Pony all washed off. Now it's time for my fluids. And also I'm on a mission for a pooper scooper because we don't have one in the trailer. And lo and behold, he's done 3 poos. So someone's coming. self-unloading horse. And we got ya. Home sweet home, boy. Let's go. Come on. See a dodgy clip in this light. Home sweet home after a fabulous schooling session. It really was wonderful just to be back out and doing what we love. These two, honestly, they've literally been separated for about 3 hours. So hopefully, now that restrictions have lifted slightly, we will be able to get back out to some clinics and some training, because although it'd be lovely to go to shows right now, I will absolutely just settle for going out for a lesson. Yes, brilliant afternoon, and I think Remy enjoyed his birthday treat.
What do we do to love? What do we do to love? What do we do to love? When everything's said and done, what do we do to love?